We interviewed a depression survivor before creating this video, so everything you're going to hear came from firsthand experience. Most of us overlook common symptoms of depression. These symptoms can turn into warning signs leading towards suicide or self-harm if you let them nurture. Here are the 7 most common warning signs of depression. First things first, change in sleep pattern. It doesn't only mean lack of sleep or insomnia. In fact, oversleeping is also a symptom of depression. Researchers say that 15% of depressed patients actually sleep more. This disturbed sleep cycle affects the release of a hormone in the body called serotonin, which results in further worsening of depression. Depression and poor sleep are so highly associated with each other that doctors find it hard to diagnose depression without a history of impaired sleeping patterns. For example, my cousin was diagnosed with depression when his psychologist's sister noticed that he was daily craving snacks at 4 a.m. in the kitchen. 4 a.m.? He should be in bed, huh? The next sign of depression is hopelessness. You might have seen a person who loved watching soccer and was a fan of Manchester United. His room, notebooks, bag, everything was filled with its posters. But all of a sudden, you saw him losing interest in everything. He didn't feel excited about anything at all, without any obvious reasons. That's a very obvious sign of depression. Such persons could be considered for counseling at the earliest, and if the symptoms get more serious, he should be taken to a clinical psychiatrist. Another common symptom to look out for is worthlessness or guilt. People going through depression start feeling as if they're good for nothing. They think that their existence doesn't matter to anyone, and this worthlessness ends up in self-harm. I know a girl who got into an accident soon after her marriage. Due to severe injuries, doctors amputated both of her legs. She ended up being in a wheelchair, followed by her divorce. This incident made her feel worthless, and she went into an extreme depression, forgetting that she was already of great importance to her family. Are you still watching this video? Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, as it motivates us to create more helpful content on psychology. The next sign is a lack of energy and motivation to do anything. Motivation is something that gets us going, but people who are depressed feel exhausted and tired, even if they haven't done anything. Moreover, they feel like they have no energy left to do their regular tasks even. Here, the first sign we discussed, hopelessness or sadness, is linked with this symptom of depression. Once you start feeling hopeless, you get demotivated, ending up in idleness. Another sign of depression that is mostly found in men, and that is irritability. Depression has different effects on genders, and the masculine nature is prone to irritability. According to several surveys conducted on depression, it's concluded that men over 60 years grow depressed due to their retirement, loss of activities, or friends, whereas women reaching the age of 60 already start taking antidepressants, while men continuously neglect this very common symptom of depression. So if you're a man over 60 years and watching this video, let us know in the comment box that do you feel irritable at times. Anxiety. People suffering from depression often get anxious without any obvious stimulus. According to the depression survivor we interviewed, your mind goes on autopilot mode and continues to think of just one thing every time, making you feel anxious. Some serious symptoms an anxious person can get are heavy sweating, increased heart rate, rapid breathing, trembling and shivering, nervousness, restlessness, trouble focusing, and feeling threatened. The last sign of depression we're going to talk about is a change in appetite. Some of you will feel hungry all the time, while others will lose their appetite completely. That is why most of us during our exams gain weight and grow bulky, while others fade away and lose weight. This happens because when you're suffering from anxiety, your gut is disturbed, making you feel hungry or nauseous. If you notice any of these symptoms in your friends or family, make sure that you offer your full support with some of these tips. Let them know that you're always there. Be patient. Encourage them to seek a professional therapist. Remember, depression has a slow recovery time overall, so never stop supporting your loved ones. Or if you think you're suffering from depression, don't hesitate to seek help. Find a therapist in your area or online. If you're unable to find a reliable therapist online, you may them by clicking on the link in the description. That's it for today's video. If you're someone who has poor sleep, watch our video on how to sleep better.